I got involved with the URSS because, first of all, it's an opportunity to get somebody to support work that we're doing, so it was a free pair of hands in a way, but I was intrigued by the idea of students as partners because that concept was new to me, particularly second year students who are really still comparatively early in their studies, so there was an interesting challenge there. I think the benefits to the student have actually been remarkable. When I knew Keval first of all, or at least when the project started, he was a typical bright year 2 student, but just picking up what we had taught him. And then suddenly he's thrust into a research-oriented project. He's working with PhD students, different academics, so he's in a different environment. The most striking thing really was that we had a conference a few days ago in electronics, and one of the industrial presenters was talking about this field. And at the end of that, Keval, the student, met with this leading industrialist and was explaining to him some of the features. So now we see a complete role reversal, that a second year student has actually very quickly become an expert in a field of his own. I would certainly recommend the URSS because I think it just takes the students out of their routine student experience, if I may say that. I've always been a strong believer of learning through doing, and the students who engage in this, both my own and others that I've seen, are suddenly thrown an original challenge, and the amount of learning that they have undertaken far exceeds really the learning I think they get just taking part in their course. Well, I think if a student was considering the URSS, my advice would be to take it very seriously. However, I would need to point out to them that there is a time commitment, and some students who looked at this project actually realised they weren't available. But if a student is interested, is committed, there's a little bit of earning to them, but there's a huge learning experience, and as they're year 2 students, they can build on this project to do their final year project, which is a huge advantage to them. I think the URSS has been a very novel way of working, because I would not have thought of engaging a year 2 student in doing some research. And I've been really pleasantly surprised how quickly a year 2 student can contribute. So I would just say that I think it's a great project, and I hope to see it proceeding in future years.